Unexpected Roman finale. Coco Gauff's epic arrival sparks instant envy and haters. Rome has seen emperors fall, legends rise, and history rewrite itself in stone and sweat. But on this particular afternoon, as the sun spilled gold across the Foro Italico and the red clay shimmered like embers, the Eternal City witnessed something else entirely. It wasn't just a tennis player arriving for a final. It was Coco Gauff, arriving with presence, purpose, and a quiet power that rattled expectations before she ever struck a ball. And almost instantly, the envy began, the arrival that changed the temperature. She didn't rush. That's what people noticed first. While cameras scrambled and murmurs rippled through the crowd, Coco stepped out with calm precision, head high, shoulders relaxed, eyes steady. No headphones blasting bravado, no exaggerated gestures, just confidence wrapped in composure. Her outfit, effortlessly bold. Her walk, unbothered. Her energy, loud without sound. Within seconds, phones were up, social feeds refreshed, comment sections ignited. Why does she look like she already won? The arrogance. She hasn't even played yet, but others saw it differently. That's not arrogance. That's belief. Rome felt it. The air shifted. From teen prodigy to Roman contender. To understand why her arrival caused such waves, you had to understand the journey. Coco Gauff had grown up on the global stage. At 15, she shocked Wimbledon. At 16, she carried expectations heavier than trophies. By her early 20s, she wasn't just competing, she was defining eras. Yet Rome had always been symbolic. Clay exposes everything. Patience, endurance, mental strength. There's no hiding on it. No shortcuts. Rome doesn't reward hype. It demands substance. And Coco had come prepared. She didn't storm to the tournament with loud dominance. She constructed victories, point by point, match by match, learning the clay, respecting it, owning it. By the time she reached the final, whispers had turned into debates. Could she really do it here? Her arrival answered before she spoke. When confidence triggers insecurity, the haters didn't wait for the match. They never do. The moment Coco walked into the Roman spotlight with poise, the criticism sharpened. Too confident, too celebrated, too young to act so sure. But beneath the surface, something else was brewing. Insecurity disguised as critique. Because Coco wasn't asking for approval. She wasn't shrinking to fit comfort zones. She wasn't performing humility for validation. She was simply existing at her highest frequency. And that unsettles people, especially those who expect young athletes, especially young women, to apologize for their ambition. Inside the stadium, energy you could touch. As the stands filled, the divide was palpable. One half leaned in with anticipation. The other watched with folded arms. But when Coco stepped onto clay, the noise dissolved into focus. She bounced the ball, looked up, smiled faintly, not at the crowd. At the moment, Rome didn't intimidate her. It energized her. The first rally said everything. Long, physical, relentless. Coco didn't rush it. She absorbed pace, redirected angles, and defended like someone who trusted her legs and her mind. The crowd murmured. This wasn't flashy. This was serious. The match that exposed the truth. As the final unfolded, something remarkable happened. Coco didn't just play the opponent. She played the narrative. Every time a point went against her, she reset calmly. Every time she won a crucial rally, she didn't overreact. She stayed centered. That's when the envy turned louder. Because nothing frustrates critics more than a player who refuses to unravel. She's lucky. The draw helped her. She'll crack soon. But she didn't. She adjusted. She learned. She fought. And Rome, slowly but surely, began to choose her. When the crowd flips, there's a moment in every great match when neutrality disappears. For Coco, it came mid-set, a lunging backhand, a sliding recovery, a point that demanded lungs, legs, and heart. She won it. The applause wasn't polite. It was earned. Even skeptics leaned forward, because effort is universal, and resilience is undeniable. Rome respects fighters. And Coco was fighting, not with anger, but with intelligence. The quiet swagger of growth. What made this Roman finale different wasn't just her level. It was her maturity. Earlier in her career, Coco wore emotions openly. Now, she carried them wisely. She didn't suppress them. She channeled them. Between points, she breathed deeply. During changeovers, she closed her eyes. She trusted her process. That growth terrified her doubters. Because a confident Coco is dangerous, and a composed Coco, that's a problem for everyone else. The internet melts, again, as the match unfolded. Social media became a battlefield. Clips of her arrival resurfaced. Screenshots of her calm expression went viral. Some mocked, others marveled, but the balance was shifting. She's built for moments like this. Why do people hate confidence in young women? This is what evolution looks like. The envy didn't disappear. It was drowned out. The final games, where legends are measured, in the closing stretch, pressure intensified. Every shot mattered. Every decision echoed. Coco didn't rush glory. She trusted discipline. When she missed, she recovered. When she led, she stayed hungry. This wasn't reckless belief. This was earned certainty. Rome doesn't crown pretenders. And as the final points unfolded, one truth became unavoidable. Whether she lifted the trophy or not, Coco Gauff had arrived, fully, beyond the trophy. After the final handshake, cameras searched for drama. They found reflection. Coco smiled, not wildly, not arrogantly, but with quiet satisfaction. The kind that comes from knowing you belonged exactly where you stood. In the press room, questions flew. About pressure, about expectations, about critics. Her answers were simple. I'm learning to trust myself, she said. Not everyone will understand that, and that's okay. That sentence hit harder than any forehand. Why the haters reacted so fast? The envy wasn't really about tennis. It never is. It was about seeing a young woman comfortable in her power, about watching someone refuse to dim her confidence, about witnessing growth that couldn't be controlled or predicted. Coco didn't arrive in Rome seeking approval. She arrived seeking excellence. And that scares people who thrive on doubt. Rome is a turning point. Every great career has symbolic chapters. Paris for some, New York for others. Rome might just be Coco's, not because of a single match, but because of how she carried herself. She didn't ask permission to be ready. She didn't wait for consensus. She showed up, and in doing so, she changed the conversation. Epilogue, the echo that remains. Long after the clay was swept and the lights dimmed, something lingered in Rome. The image of Coco Gauff walking in, calm, confident, unapologetic. An arrival that sparked envy. A performance that earned respect. A moment that signaled something bigger. This wasn't just a Roman finale. It was a declaration. Coco Gauff isn't chasing the future anymore. She's arriving in it. And the world will just have to keep up. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next time.